Namaste. My name is JVN Rishi Gautam from Department of Journalism. Today's topic is types of news interview questions. Careful preparation leads the interviewer to a few themes for the interview, and these in turn suggest questions to the asked. But before the specific questions are put to the interview, a few housekeeping details usually are attended to. Vital data questions. For more interviews, these may involve age, education, jobs held, family information. For well-known people, the questions may be about their latest activities. Questions of this sort are non-threatening and help make for a relaxed interview atmosphere. Also, they are sometimes necessary because of conflicting material in the files, such as discrepancies in age or education. People want to know these details. Harold Ross, the brilliant and eccentric former newspaperman who founded and edited The New Yorker, slashed exasperatedly at the pages of profiles and interviews that lacked vital data. Who he? Ross would scroll across such manuscripts. Even the obvious questions about background can result in fascinating and revealing answers. For a personality profile, the interviewer asked Whoopi Goldberg why she adopted Goldberg as her stage name. She replied, "It was my mother's idea. It's a name from the family past. There are lots of names hanging on our family tree: Jewish, Catholic, Asian, black folks, white folks. I am just the all-American mutt." Simple question. Fascinating question. The first one is direct question. Next point is open and closed-ended questions. Next is tough questions. Now we will discuss about first point, direct questions. Most questions flow from what the reporter perceives to be the theme of the assignment. A fatal accident. Automatically, the reporter knows that he or she must find out who died and how and where the death occurred. The same process is used in the more complicated interview. A reporter is told to interview an actor who had been out of work for 2 years and is now in a hit musical. The reporter decides that the theme of the story will be the changes of actor has made in his life. He asks the actor if he has moved from his tenement walk-up, has made any large personal purchases, and how his family feels about his being away most nights. These 3 questions induce the actor to talk at length. Another reporter is to interview a well-known entertainer. The reporter decides to ask about the singer's experiences that led him to write songs that call attention to war, poverty, sexism, and racism. Bread, says the singer is in answer to the first question the reporter asks. Money, he explains. There is a good market in such songs. The reporter then quickly shifts themes and asks questions about the economics of popular music and the singer's personal beliefs. Next point is open and closed-ended questions. When the sports writer asked the hurdler, "What do you think of our town?" he was using what is known as an open-ended question, which could have been answered in general terms. The sports editor's suggestion that the reporter ask the athlete about the condition of the track would have elicited a specific response fast, slow, or slick, as it was a closed-ended question. The open-ended question does not require a specific answer. The closed-ended question calls for a brief, pointed reply. Applied properly, both have their merits. 2 months before the budget is submitted, a city hall reporter may ask the city manager what she thinks of the city's general financial situation, an open-ended question. Next is tough questions. Sometimes a young reporter finds that posing the right question is difficult because the question might embarrass or offend the interviewee. There is no recourse but to ask. Oriana Fallaci, an Italian journalist famous for her interviews, says that her success may be the result of asking the world leaders, and she interviews questions that other reporters do not ask. Some reporters are courageous only when they are along with their typewriters, not when they face the person in power. They never put a question like this: "Sir, since you are a director, we all know you are corrupt. In what measure are you corrupt?" Remarkably, heads of state, kings, and guerrilla leaders open up to Fallaci. One reason for this is her presumption that the public is entitled to answer, and her unwillingness to be treated with indifference. When the heavyweight champion boxer Muhammad Ali belched in answer to one of her questions, she threw the microphone of her tape recorder in his face. Thank you.